But I think it's quite interesting, right? To see how this is all playing out. And I'm trying to find a way to like kind of bring in this other video that I showed you guys before. But let's go ahead and watch that video again. It's a video of what's pretty much the inverse. It's a video of white black woman basically talking about a really romantic evening she had with a white man. And I spoke about it in a prior video. And what I spoke about was that there was a lot of things that she didn't say and a lot of things that she didn't touch on. And the point of the story was just that white men are better. And when he told the story, and this is a thing that black men are starting to pick up on, is that whenever black women talk about white men dating white men or whatever they're doing with non-black men, they always bring black men into it. We always mentioned. At the end of this video, you're going to hear her say that, I don't know, it's giving that black men don't stand a chance. They can make this shit sound like a wrestling match. Said black men don't stand a chance against the Italian man. One of the Italians. Let's go ahead and share that John real quick, man. Let's spin a clip. We'll bring it back.
Hold on, Aubrey, you came in hot. They're not giving the effort that we need. I was walking in the mall and this Italian guy approached me. That's different for me. 30 minutes later, I was like, I'm going to Eddie V's to have dinner or whatever. And he's like, okay, well, we can go together. We went to two spots. So we went to Eddie V's. I got my doggy bag. So we ended up going to a hookah lounge and we were just honestly just vibing. But for me, it was just his approach. It was different from what I'm used to with an African-American man. It's all the texting back and forth, the calling, the this, the that. He was very respectful. Okay, he didn't try to kiss me, hug me. He came in hot. It's given black men do not stand a chance. And I would like to be in my feminine energy. Although I'm in law school and I plan to make my own money, I still want a man to allow me to be very feminine.
So in that video, right, she's saying a lot of different things. I'm going to try to run through as fast as I can. Let's go backwards. She's saying that even though I'm in law school and I want to make my own money, I want someone that I can be feminine with. So again, black men have come to accept conditional femininity. And that's one of the reasons that what she said right there, the kind of guy that you'll want to deal with. I don't know why I think that men who are accomplished are not good judges of character. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but what she's inferring is that she's building on pretty much the belief or trying to further the belief that black men are not worthy. She's saying as a whole that black men bring out the worst in her, right? Also, I think I specified in the other video. She never said they went on a date or he took her to dinner because if somebody paid for you, because if he paid for her, she would have mentioned and he paid for everything. He was so generous. She never mentioned him being generous. All she said was he approached me. She didn't say what he said. She never actually described anything good about him. She didn't say he was tall and handsome. She didn't say he smelled good. She didn't say he was dressed well. And maybe he was all those things. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But what she was saying without saying was that I didn't put him through the ringer. I made it easy for him. You a bald-faced lie saying that a black man's never approached you respectfully. Right? Also, if he did say and do good things, she would have told you. Because she came on there to tell a story about what could have been her taking a white guy to lunch. And listen, I could be wrong. But we all know for the most part, now that we're listening to these stories, for the most part, when black women get with white men, a lot of times they're pursuing them. They're either pursuing them or trying to come into their frame. And you know what I mean? Women are designed to do that. Women are designed to whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's always like kind of always imagine like the Harlequin and the Joker, right? And how the Harlequin fits the Joker. Not that you want to be crazy like those two, but that's for the most part how a woman looks to come into your frame. Where like she wants to mirror you. She should want to mirror you. That's why this generation of women are so obsessed with being with someone who's already successful. Which again, it's nothing wrong with wanting to be with someone who's at a certain place in their life, but you have to have the long-term thinking and be ready for the long distance run. You know what I'm saying? Be ready to do the laps, not the sprint. Because that's not how success goes. Success is a lot of trial and error, a lot of taking losses, a lot of just messing up and realizing that that you ain't got it yet. You don't got it right yet. You understand? But another reason why I bring that video up is because I want to read a few comments, man, real quick. One lady says, I love the fact that she's getting the attention that she feels she deserves. But what happens when you wash your hair? If you think the straight hair is gaining you this newfound attention, will your man love you with your natural kinks and curls? Will you ever truly be loved for yourself? Will you ever truly be allowed to be yourself? As a biracial woman, I'm not against dating whoever you love, but don't just single out black men. You just have a type, and that's okay. But you don't have to put others down to be be honest with yourself. So let me see. Wasn't too bad. One other girl writes, she is really impressed with a white guy inviting himself along. Her expectation is so mid-bar. Somebody else wrote, the BM with the Black Man delegation proudly releases you to the Italians, and we take nothing back in return. You are theirs, man. Be blessed. Here we go. Love that for her, but black men, they can never make me hate you. Baby, they all the same unless he's meant for you. The approach may be different, but the ending remains the same. You know what? Let's go ahead and stop right there. Because actually, I heard a really interesting conversation today, and basically, I was listening. I was overhearing a conversation. It was a conversation between two women, and young. This girl's about 24 years old, and she's basically talking about just a terrible relationship. I'm like, she's fucking terrible, yo. So I think she was at one point in the conversation. She's saying, yeah, he basically he was checking her about something, and the guy was holding her accountable about something, and like I think the other one, I think either she or the other girl said, yeah, I could have got you fucked up. I could have got you fucked up at so and so's house. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, God damn, this is someone you dating. You think about getting them beat up because he raised his voice at you? I think she did something wrong, right? And what else happened? Oh yeah, like basically she was basically insinuating that she was going to beat him up and put her hands on him, like very much like a slave. You know what I'm talking about? Like she basically was saying in so many words, like, who is he to be telling me what to do? And X, Y, and Z. Oh yeah, and I think at some point in the conversation she says, well, if you're gonna be acting like this, then I could have been with someone else. Or I could have been with the guy I used to be with. And, and he was like, oh well. And she was like talking about it as if that's not a terrible thing to say. And again, a lot of black men, especially if she cute or she attractive, for the most part, black men, we make hip hop songs about basically accepting and romanticizing the terrible attitude of an attractive black woman. It's like yeah, she mean, but she pretty. Like that's not a good life. She doesn't have to be mean. A lot of black men don't even understand the concept of she don't have to be mean to you. Like she doesn't have to like work against you. You know what I mean? And when I heard that, I felt so bad. I was like, yo, you don't realize well, for one, he don't realize that he don't deserve that. And that he can do better. Because somebody who want to put their hands on you and whatnot, right? Or someone who is offended at the idea of you being offended. You got to think about that. If someone gets offended at the idea of you being offended, it says a lot about how they feel about you. That means they don't really. And that person may genuinely feel like they like you. You know what I'm saying? But they really don't. They don't know how to care about you. And the other thing she said was like, yeah, I don't know how to tell him that I don't like him no more. And what women got to realize is that, This is the end game of living of for one, not place a family first. Because if you're not trying to build a family, how you gonna choose a man correctly? If you don't want a family, it don't matter if you already got kids. First of all, you shouldn't be getting with a new man not prepared to try to have a child. If you under 40 years old, or unless you met a guy, he already got mad kids and whatnot, all right, cool. But you have to be prepared to do that. Just like, yo, me personally, I am so good on my own, but I recognize what can come with having a family. And I understand, yo, we got to get a home of our own. And we got to get a, you know what I'm saying, maybe get a house, maybe. Or figuring that whole thing out. I'm not going to say, well, I always have my own apartment. I'm used to paying this and this. Like, nah. Like, most men understand if I get into a relationship, I have to take on more responsibility and more bills. You know what I'm saying? And also your problems, your emotions, all that shit. But anywho, like, share, subscribe, man. I want to touch on this real quick. I don't really have that much to say. Maybe I'll talk more on it tomorrow, man. I just want to make sure I'm bringing some content and bringing out value every day, man. I appreciate everyone who's watching. Be safe, man. Please love each other, man. And, build with who you can build with. If you got someone out there that care about you, man, you just stay with them and work it out.